I took the crawler Yeti out and it performed pretty well. Not as well as I expected it to in some spots, and better than I expected it to do in some spots. The diffs, they perform less than I thought they would do. I have 1 million weight diff oil in there, and that seemed to make no difference. They spin just as freely as if there was a low weight oil in there, so I'm gonna have to look into a diff locker. I know Axial has a diff locker, but that's in the future. Right now I want to adjust my gearing because I seem to have a little bit of problems climbing. I start to lose power on constant hill climbs, so I'm going to take steps to remedy this. So that's the first thing I'm going to adjust. And also, I know it's superficial, but the paint job I did, there's several coats of pearl clear on here. I wanted to kind of keep it the opposite of my other build, the Axial Yeti build. And that's what this turned out to be, but it's just too light. So I'm going to go ahead and back it with the pearl white that I have, that I originally intended for this. It's going to limit my visibility. You can see right through this, and I like that about it, but I think it's too clear and it needs a little bit more definition. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a light coat of pearl clear. So I'm going to put this 68 tooth spur on there. This is an upgrade part. They do not, as far as I could find, have a 68 tooth spur in plastic. I actually prefer a plastic spur gear, but this is what I was able to get, and so this is what I'll be using.
Team Baxter.
So I've just taken the spur gear cover off, and you can see that it's starting to rust a little bit already. Did a little bit of water run yesterday, and you can see it's gotten in there. So I'm going to apply a little bit of grease on there as a protective measure, especially now that I have a metal spur going on in here. So I got the nut off, which was the hardest part, and I'll just pull the components off and get this spur changed. I'm going to peel the slipper pads off of this current spur and put them onto the new. So this isn't going to happen now without loosening the transmission, so I'm going to have to do that now. So I loosened these 6 bottom screws just enough so I can be able to rock the transmission. This allows me to, gives me just enough wiggle room to rock the transmission up, pull that spur gear out of there. And so you want to separate it from this little spacer they have in there. That'll help you get it out a little bit easier. So you pull the ring out. You can see from one run the water damage on the slipper pad. We'll set that aside. Take the spacer off. This is replaced by a bearing in the new metal spur. So I got to get the metal spur out of the packaging, transfer the slipper pads onto it, and get it installed the same way I put it in. Slip the bearing on first and then slide the spur over. Big weight difference, a little bit of size difference. There's 4 teeth difference in there, so get these slipper pads transferred over. So I pulled the slipper pads off of this old spur and got them onto the new one, and now this gets installed into the transmission. We'll go ahead and slip that bearing over. That replaces the spacer that fills this hole. Alright. Get the bearing in there. Like I did before, I'll loosen the tranny up just a little bit. Slide that spur right over there. Gonna have to loosen the motor a little bit and give a little space. I gotta move my pinion over a little bit so I can have a little space to get this spur in here since it's a little bit larger. Get all that adjusted, get this closed up, and that's the chain spur gear. So I just ran this around the neighborhood with the new steel spur in there, and I gotta say it's performing pretty well. Motor's nice and cool, no problems at all. It's climbing everything I've thrown at it. It's like a different machine. No problems climbing so far. I'm gonna have to get it out on the trail and see how it really does. Had to come in because it's raining a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of grease on there and get the body finished up. I've got it all painted. I just need to get it get the accessories back installed on there. So throw a little bit of grease on here and get the body finished up. So I actually was able to get the panels off, clean them up, and get them repainted. I just masked them with masking tape, took off the accessories, and sprayed them again. I sprayed them with pearl white. It looks okay. I'm not unhappy with the results. Added a few more stickers and got the panels back on. I got the gears fixed and changed up the body panels. First little set of changes to this Yeti crawler build.